I don't know. I always would say I'd get a Chinese symbol. Like, this was like my big joke when I was like, oh, I'll get a Chinese symbol that means Chinese symbol.
Oh, I was going to get one that meant unoriginal. I honestly researched it.
Really?
I went to a Chinese restaurant and was like, could you guys, like, that's my research. I went to like I asked them, what is the symbol for unoriginal? And they like couldn't give it to me. They didn't understand.
We don't have such a stupid
yeah,
word
it was
in our
like,
language.
yeah, they kind of said that.
Well, Jews aren't allowed to have tattoos.
Right.
So my mother would always tell me that. But then she had her eyelids. She had permanent eyelids.
Right.
So those are tattoos.
Not
It's like-
eyelids,
you mean
eyeliner.
eyeliner. Yeah. she had permanent eyes.
We'll get there.
She
We'll always
she
get there.
tattooed her eyes.
He might not get us there, but we'll get there.
As a team, as a family, we'll get
You're
there.
my favorite.
It takes a village to understand what the hell Andrew is talking about.
My
So your
mom-
mom got
I'm good for radio.
your mom got makeup tattooed onto
Yeah.
her eyelids, which
Yeah.
I think is
That's
a great.
a tattoo, though.
It is a tattoo.
That's definitely a tattoo.
Yeah, she's not
And then
going
she's
to
like,
heaven.
you can't have a tattoo. And it's like, you have a tattoo, eyelids, and you have a facelift. Like, you've changed your whole. No one even knows if you died, you're a different person. But I
Yeah.
can't have a tattoo, like, because I can't get buried with it.
But
Yeah.
her that eye makeup means, like, what were you gonna? You were gonna get a. What would you have gotten if you wouldn't have felt
A
any
tattoo
guilt?
of her telling me not to get a tattoo. No, I don't know what I would gotten. I would have probably gotten, like, my grandpa's initials or something.
Right.
You know. And I don't know, like somewhere on my forearm or something.
What are his initials?
I don't even know. HG, I guess.
H.G. Wells.
HG, and then there's MC. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you're gonna be the rest of your life too. So that
Remember
would be a good
Angelina
one.
Jolie
Oh,
being? Remember
I
Angelina
feature.
Jolie did Dateline or something, some big interview after she and Billy Bob broke up, and she said when I realized I needed to break up with him when she had gotten his name tattooed on her, and then she was thinking, I would never tattoo Maddox's name, her son, her adopted son's name on herself. And then she's like, why did I tattoo his name? Why did I do Billy Bob, but I would never tattoo my son's? Because I know I will always have a relationship with my son.
Yeah.
It's not threatened. And there was something really interesting in that. Like, if you somehow worry about a connection with someone, or you have an insecurity about someone, you tattoo their name. Like Johnny
Marriage.
Depp and Winona Ryder.
And Pete Davidson and
Getting
Ariana
any
Grande.
kind of like official thing. I
It's
think
like
even
proof that it
honestly,
exists.
marriage even is like, we're doing right. I got
Forever.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, I want that. That's so funny because with my ex, who we were never gonna get married, I was like, I want to get tattoos. Like, I wanted something in writing on us that was like, we're bound for life. Like, you find a way
Yeah.
to. You're so
That's
right.
why we're going to get tattoos when you're special. When you record it, we're going to get matching ones, right?
What kind are you guys going to get?
Yeah, what are we getting again?
She looks so terrified.
You brought it up, remember?
It's his joke that we're gonna get matching tattoos to celebrate my special, which he has been helpful
Why are
with
you
it.
Why
having
not?
anything to do with this,
Wouldn't I
Andrew?
be involved?
I remember one time Sabrina Jalise and I were gonna get tattoos if we made it through on Last Comic Standing, like past the semis. We were like told the cameras, the NBC cameras were like, we're gonna get tattoos tonight. If we get Last Comic Standing, if we get past through, thank God we didn't, because we would have done it. We would have done it. And I remember we were joking, like, what would we get? And Greg Giraldo was one of the judges. And we were like, we'll get Greg Giraldo's face tattooed on our ass.
Oh my God.
And can you imagine if that was, because knowing what happened, it would be a nice tribute, I guess.
Did you get to the semifinals?
No, I got to the semis, but
She
I didn't
didn't?
get to. No, we both got to that night, but no, I did. I don't remember. I just no, yes.
Would you get it like the best looking version of Greg Giraldo? Like, who picks the picture? Like,
I don't know. I would never have gotten Greg Giraldo's face. I mean, it would be more fitting now that he's gone, because like.
my stepbrother has so many tattoos, and they all
Really?
mean something. He loves fishing. He's very simple. He's Florida. He has a fish, a rattlesnake. his cousin that died in a motorcycle accident, his last name, and a wave, like surfing. And it's like, these are the exact thing, and he lives these things.
Right.
I just don't like when I was talking about like the accountant with like a skull that's bleeding. It's like what is like you're just
right.
trying.
Oh
like,
my God, I went out with a guy like that once. We went on 2 dates. I just remember he worked in the financial district or on Wall Street or something. He was an investment guy, and he was fully tattooed, and he had this whole double life kind of. He was like a motorcycle guy with a beard, but he wore a suit every day, 3-piece suit with a vest.
But he did ride a motorcycle
I'm
though.
literally turned on by all those tattoos you just described. Like
Yeah.
I like that they.
I've showed you my stepbrother.
Yeah,
He's a
like,
hot
he
man.
has like a purpose. Like he's just like he knows what he is. He's leaning into it. I like it. I take back everything I said about tattoos. I either want them to have a ridiculous story or I want them to be so meaningful and stupid, but also still stupid, but very meaningful.
So you're not
I think it's
into
the same
like
thing.
ornate stuff.
It's the same thing as someone who had tattoos when they were 18 and it meant something. Like as long as there was a funny story associated and it like really truly meant something to you, I think it's kind of a good thing. Like what he has a wave because he just likes water.
Because he likes surfing. He like has a surfer, him like cutting back with like the splash of the wave. He has a bionic like I don't know, like the rattlesnake's badass, and his name is Jake.
Okay, I would get.
And he goes by Jake the Snake. So then he has a rattlesnake. I mean, it's all and it's coiled up, ready to attack. And he would always get mad at me if I go
get
near
a
his
hummus
puzzles.
platter.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Hummus platter down this
yeah,
side.
well, hummus.
And then I'm gonna do
No oil, no pita,
fresh
extra
roll.
cucumbers.
Yeah. What else do I love so much? My phone.
Starbucks.
Right here. Starbucks down here.
Right
Just
in
a
the middle
drip
of your
Starbucks down there.
Something across your collarbone would be cool.
Just like a word.
You
Miso
love
latte.
sex. You love that Hitachi magic wand.
Just a finger. Just a finger there.
And then a blunt to really show how cool you are, dude.
man. And
Fucking
then just
burning blunt, dude.
on the back of my neck, so only
Yeah.
people that when I'm, wearing a ponytail, that's when they know I love blunts.
And then you'll get weed inside your lip. So you say, isn't that cool?
The thing
Inside
that
the
strikes me
lip
with tattoos, though, is that I go through so many phases in life. I'm shocked that your cousin has always liked these things. Because imagine if you had tattooed stuff that you liked when you were like
I wish
17.
I would have. I want to go get a Dave Matthews tattoo now. That's really like
But you
faded
can't.
and raised
Yeah.
and bad.
yeah.
Like, I want it to look like shit, but it'd be fresh because I would have had that had I been allowed to.
Yeah, you
know?
can't get a freshy Dave.
I'm glad I
No.
never did the Ankh symbol. I would have had unicorns and ice skates and ponies. That's all I
Oh
liked.
boy. And now I feel though forever I will always love the things that I love now. That's not true.
That's huge. That's great that you know yourself.
Narcissistic men.
Love.
Love. Yeah. What would
Micro penis.
Instagram. You just tattoo the
you can just get it on the side, Andrew. They won't be able to fit it all, but
Right micro on my dick.
yeah, people who get tattoos on their penises, or if you get your clit pierced.
No, thank you.
Ooh.
I mean, part of me wants to just feel what it would feel like getting it pierced. I think that would be a great feeling. It would be like painful, but also like probably pretty dope.
Especially if you get in the middle of the mall at a kiosk.
Piercing pagoda. It's a teenager with a gun. One of those clip.
Yeah, just get up on this chair here. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
mind the people in Spencer's.
That's the problem. The guy who has to pierce your clitoris.
Did you have a stroke?
He's gonna like hold it. That would be so weird.